Hey, the Thabreakmasta here, and this is gonna be my Avatar Legend of Korra Episode 3 review. Ah, man, this episode was amazing. I freaking loved it. I really do. Uh, I'm just gonna try to get to the key points and just tell you what I liked about this show is really good. I love it. I love it. I don't know. People are like speculating. I've seen saying, oh, Avatar's so way better and all this stuff. But this episode right here, things get real. Things just get real. So basically, the episode starts off with this guy named Botaka. He's the owner of the pro bending stuff that we've seen so far in the last episode and everything. And apparently, in order for them to compete in matches and all this stuff, they had to fund the pro bending business. So they had to get some money, and they had to get like $300,000, some ridiculous amount of money or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. They have their own kind of money in this show. So yeah, they're gonna have to end up getting some more money up to pay for this so they can be in the finals. But the thing is, they're not really rich or they don't got any kind of money like that. So they have to figure out what they're gonna do. So Bolin's like, oh, I can get my little pet Babu, oh not Babu, Pabu to do some performances and get some money off of that and stuff. And he's like, and then what's his name? I'm trying to look for it. Mako was like, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that because it's not gonna work. He's like, we're gonna find a way to make this money and everything. And then we kind of get a little bit of backstory on them because apparently they were their parents died, and so they had to take care of each other and everything. And so Bolin was trying to do the whole, still trying to do the little performance stuff, and he ended up running into the triple triads, and they wanted to recruit him to go do something. I'm not exactly sure what they're trying to do, but they're trying to do something. And so he ends up throwing a wad of cash. And Bolin's like, oh, money, because they need the money right now. So he agreed to try to do that, but it was bad. Things turned to worse right there. So he ends up getting captured by the Equalists, which is the anti-bending group, the one that AMON is controlling. And so Mako ends up going home, and he's like, hey, I got some food. And he's all talking like out loud and everything, but he doesn't know that his brother's not there. And he's like, hey, bro, you there? He's like, oh, it's weird because he's not even there, and it's been like almost night. It's almost nighttime. We actually see a little bit of Korra's training with the Avatar, with airbending and stuff. She's gotten real good at the whole flipping through the panels and stuff like that. She's doing real good with that now. So now all she needs to learn is to actually do some airbending now. But Mako ends up going over there to see Korra, and he's like, you see, is Korra over here? I mean, is Bolin over here? Because he thought Bolin would be talking to Korra or something, but So they ended up trying to team up to go find Bolin and everything, and then they try to get information. So they went to this rally where like I think it was the first episode we see this guy's like, hey, support the anti-bending group. Let's have equality in this place. Let's stop all the benders and blah blah. That dude right there, I don't even know his name. He's just the rally dude. So they ended up getting information out of him to see where this stuff is. And so apparently Amon is holding this revelation. And there's just like these posters thingies, and they're looking at it like, huh, so what's this revelation about? And the guy didn't even know what it was, but all in all, they ended up looking on the back of the papers, and apparently is a map on the back. And so they find out where it is, so they go into the rally, the revelation, and they disguise themselves so they don't get noticed or anything like that. And then we end up seeing Amon. Now Amon is just freaking epic. I'm sorry, I kind of like this guy. Not to mention, it only goes up even further to why I like him for the fact that Stephen J. Blum plays him, and his speech was just, I don't know, it was kind of killing. I kind of like this. I just like his voice with it. It was nice. So basically, it kind of goes on the past. We see the past of Amon. Amon apparently got burned in the face, kind of like Zuko actually, except he, I'm not sure how bad he got burned, but he has a mask on, so why he covers his face like that, and he's cursed to be like that. And that's why I don't like benders, because they I think killed his mother or something like that. Kind of similar to the whole thing with Mako, kind of. I won't get into that, but yeah. So he's talking about a speech, and he's like, I got to show you something. This is what the revelation is about. I have something. I have a power. I can basically take bending away. Now, when I heard him say he can take bending away, I was like, nah. Because the only Avatar was able to do that. He met that sea turtle, the gigantic sea turtle thingy, touched them, and he was able to know how to take bending power, bending away from people. And apparently he ended up doing to this dude, and it actually worked. He actually took his bending away. I was like, wow. So this is gonna be interesting because he's gonna be pretty powerful then, because you gotta watch for that grip. Not to mention he's actually much faster than the Avatar doing that as well. He ends up just grabbing you. Takes about a couple of seconds and you lose your bending. That's it. I was like, this is not good. And so Bolin's in that crowd that's gonna lose their bending because he got captured with the triple threat triads. And so they're like, oh my god. And he's like, hey, I don't want to mess with you, man. You know, this is a misunderstanding. And the guy's just like, yo, I'm gonna take your bending away, sucker. So yeah, they end up trying to make a distraction. Basically, Korra was gonna make this smoke screen, basically hitting some of the the pipes and stuff like that. And Mako's gonna get his brother, because that's the only family he has since he lost his parents. And so they end up getting out of there. They actually got Bolin and got out of there, got Naga, and they left. And so we end up seeing Amon again, and he's like, let them leave. They're the perfect messengers. And so at the end of the episode, we end up seeing Korra talk to Tenzin, and Tenzin was like, so what's going on? Everything okay? And Korra's like, he's like, you got Bolin back, right? And he's like, yeah, but I saw Amon. We went to the revelation. We saw Amon, and he can actually just take bending powers away. And like, well, now he's even a bigger threat than before. Because now no bender is safe. Now if there's a way to actually show people how to do this, he's gonna get all the equalist party to just start taking people's bending away. Not to mention they already got chi blockers, because in the part of the episode they fight Korra and Mako fought chi blocker people, and they blocked their chi, and it's like, oh crap. It's like I'm like, they learned all this stuff, and this is gonna be a great battle. I wonder what side is gonna end up winning this. I mean, it's probably gonna be the good side, but still, this is gonna be a tough battle. I wonder if anyone's gonna lose their power, like freaking Tencent or something. You might end up running into him, but I'm just really hyped. This episode's like really good. So the things I want to note in this episode is, again, the voice acting. I'm gonna call it dubbing because but the voice acting for this again was just superb. I freaking love it. Just Stephen J. Blum voice. Stephen J. Blum, man, you freaking awesome. But yeah, the voice acting was really good. The thing that really got me is the animation for this show right now is really top notch. Like it's on another level than Avatar, honestly. I mean, that animation is very fluent. It's very, I don't even know how to explain. It looks very good. The scenery for the show is so good too as well. And I'm in love with the show. Okay. So yes, leave a comment below and tell me what you think of this episode. I'm pumped up for it. I really enjoyed it. Seeing Mako's past, basically he actually worked for the the triple threat triads. He had to work for them to make the money to live. Because they lost their parents, so they had to work with them. So he had done some shady work before, and so it's just that they kind of had to go through that kind of stuff. Their past is kind of interesting. Along with even Amon's past is pretty interesting. A lot of bending stuff that's going on. It's just, like I said, this is a great episode. A lot of stuff was very revealed in this episode, and I'm just looking forward to what's gonna happen next. Because this is actually it's actually a darker tone kind of now. It's not even that light as it was. Like how Avatar first started. Avatar was pretty light, and then as it went on, it gradually got darker and darker. As the show went on. This show's already taking the darker path and getting it more real. Things are happening. You know what I mean? It's also like freaking territory war kind of going on with triple threat triads and equalists. So this is just like some kind of gangsters crap going on here. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm just saying. But leave a comment below, tell me what you think of the episode. Like if you like this review. Subscribe to my channel for some more Legend of Korra reviews, because I'm gonna keep watching this and I'm gonna keep talking about it. So just talk, people. This has been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.